In this sequence of tutorials, I'll be demonstrating how to create very attractive mobile websites using Dreamweaver CS5.5 and JQuery. You can use the techniques that I cover in this sequence of tutorials with older versions of Dreamweaver, but if you use Dreamweaver CS5.5 or later, this process will be much streamlined and you'll be able to create these mobile websites much more quickly. By the conclusion of this tutorial sequence, you'll have a website, a mobile website, that has this functionality. The theming or styling will be customized. You can change this to any theme, motif, or color palette that you want. This will be done using, again, Dreamweaver CS5.5 plus this tool, Theme Roller, for jQuery Mobile, allowing you to create as many as 26 of these themes, changing the header, footer bar color, style, content body, buttons, as well as global settings for font family, active state, corner radius of your sections, button icons, box shadows, and much more. These themes are referred to as swatches, lettered A to Z, each with a unique color scheme that can be mixed and matched for unlimited possibilities. So in this sequence of tutorials, I'll be demonstrating most every single aspect and capability of this free web-based tool. Let's start this journey for learning how to rapidly build very attractive mobile websites here in Dreamweaver. From the welcome screen, choose File, New, and then from the Page from Sample section, click on the Mobile Starters for the sample folder, and then jQuery Mobile Local. The two other options here are to create jQuery mobile sites located on a remote server, or if you're interested in using jQuery Mobile and PhoneGap to create a solution to be converted into a mobile application. But for this example, choose jQuery Mobile and then click on the Create button. Dreamweaver will create a series of files, including all the HTML for a basic 4-page mobile website. Now, the rule when working with Dreamweaver is as soon as you create a page, you'll want to save that page to a local root folder. So you'll want to make sure that you create a local root folder first and then save this document to that local root folder. If you're not quite sure what a local root folder is or how to create one, see one of our other Dreamweaver tutorials covering this topic. I'm going to go ahead and save this using File, Save As, to my Theme Roller example folder, which is inside of another site root that I've defined. I'm going to call this index.html. Click on Save. And you'll notice the Dreamweaver will ask you if it should copy a variety of dependent files. Notice that these files include CSS files that end in .css, JavaScript files that end in JS, as well as some graphic support files that end in the PNG extension. I'm going to go ahead and click on the Copy button right there. And then notice here in my Theme Roller example folder where I saved my index.html Dreamweaver file, notice that Dreamweaver created this second subfolder, jQuery Mobile. If you look inside that folder, you'll see a folder full of images to reproduce the UI for our mobile interface, as well as 2 JavaScript files with a JS extension and a master CSS file. Now, it's important for me to reiterate that you'll need to set this folder where you're saving your jQuery starter page as your site root. Otherwise, Dreamweaver won't know where to copy all the files inside this jQuery mobile folder. Now, back here in Dreamweaver, what Dreamweaver has actually created for you is a very small website. It's not styled and it has no content, but you can see the default styling by clicking here on the button Live View in Dreamweaver and then clicking on the 3 links, page 2, page 3, and page 4. So you can see the functionality here includes this sliding animation, includes default styling, as well as a working back button to get back to the home page. Now, what you actually have with this Dreamweaver jQuery mobile starter page are 5 different styles that are built in with that CSS file that I showed you earlier. And you can see that if you go here to the data role page, see where it says ID page 2, after that quotation mark, type in data-theme equals, and then in quotation marks there, A through E. B is actually a blue interface. So if we go out of live view and go back into live view to reload the CSS file, and we click on page 2, notice the theming changes from that dark blue or black to the blue theme. If we go back here to page 3 and set its data theme to C, this will, let's go ahead and reload the CSS file. Go to page 3. That gives you this kind of gray, very plain theme. And then let's do E down here at page 3. Let's change that from C to E. That'll give us this bright yellow theme. Again, to demonstrate that, there's the yellow theme. That's data theme C. Page 2 is data theme B, and there's also a C and a D. Now those correspond directly to the various themes you have here, data themes you have in Theme Roller. Notice that they give you 3 by default. You can add a 4th and a 5th by clicking on the plus button. You can actually add as many as 26 different themes. So let me now move on to the next movie and show you how you can integrate this JQuery tool to roll your own themes with the starter pages that Dreamweaver creates for you to take advantage of a very efficient workflow using the Dreamweaver starter pages to create the content or to create the rough shell of a content, and this JQuery theme roller to create custom themes in a very rapid, efficient manner.